we're going to add a new attack to this little combo. So we're going to have 3 in this combo. And that's just it's a movement combo that kind of should make you feel more comfortable working in the guard, period. So the third one we're putting on here is Omoplata. I actually just talked to a blue belt, and he said he's never learned how to do Omoplata. I know, that's my bad. Sorry, Michael. We'll learn right now. But again, we're going to kind of start this on a basic level in terms of breaking down what we are looking for, right? So what I'm looking for is an arm put behind. So we talked about arms on the ground, right? Breaking them down in order to force them to base with their arms right here. One we learned was coming up into Americana, if anybody remembers that right here, right? Then we have our possible submission right here, or if they defend, we went to mount on this right here. So Omoplata can be set up kind of similar. I could use a posture break right here, utilizing my guard, utilizing my arms to place one of his arms, either one, whichever one you want to attack right here on the ground. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and step hip, push arm right here. So I'm pushing this one all the way up against that leg. And now I have to rotate myself 180 degrees, right? This is going to be kind of the hard part. What I want to do also at this point is I'm going to secure this arm with my other arm. So I'm going to keep that arm here, and I could grab, for example, the bottom of his pants right here. And then again, being all crunched up, working on the small of my back right here, I'm going to kick out and get all the way, get a turn all the way 180 degrees right here. And then from right here, actually, let's just start with this before we look at the mechanics of finishing up right here, right? So you should end up in this position. One arm up, one arm holding the elbow. So one more time. Not to overload it, right? So we will work from this position, or I could possibly force it back from right here, right? So I'm going to break him down right here. I'm going to go ahead, switch my grips. So from here, I'm going here, bottom of the pants right here, pivot, and we're going to stop right here in this position. This arm is going to be ready, poised to grab the hip. The other arm focusing in on keeping this one bent inward like that. So what we want to get good at is this little turn right here, right? Being able to find this position quickly and efficiently is going to be key to getting a good Omoplata. And then we're going to go through the finish of this. Just find that latch right now on 3. 1, 2. Very good. Excellent. Hold on a second. Let it go one more time. So you're gonna take his arm and you're gonna shove the arms. I want to bend it backwards like that. At the same time, I'm gonna bring this leg here. I'm gonna switch. Very good. Take the other leg out. And you're gonna turn all the way. You're gonna come all the way, all the way. So start reaching up with this hand. Look, you're gonna go here and here. Yes, you can figure 4 your legs right here if you want to. Exactly. And keep this. Keep that hand placed above his elbow, stuffing his elbow up against his thigh. That one is going to be up on the back. We'll look at that. Look at the hand position afterwards. Good. So find that position 4 or 5 times. I want you guys to separate to grab a white belt.
Okay.
All right. Let's come around and go a little deeper into this. I just said don't worry about the finish yet. Yeah, I know. All right, so getting displacement, getting this spin going right here, being able to kind of turn on the small of your back easily and quickly is what we want for this. And in general, when you're in the guard, you want to be mobile here. You want to be able to move around as much as possible. So we're going to go ahead and get our position. So I told you guys to switch hands here. First of all, we're starting here. I am manipulating his wrist. I'll probably set him up here, switch my grip. I'm going to come here, find my grip in here, finish that motion. In the beginning, a lot of times I like to use a figure 4 right here, just to kind of stabilize myself. I'm going to look at this for finish. So I want to push into his hip as much as possible. And I also want to try to collapse him. To get successful omoplata, I'm going to need him flat on the ground. So once I'm here, I'm going to have to move myself up into a sitting position. And I want to reach over his hip right here, and I'm going to make sure I keep this secured. Easiest way to keep this secured, push it on top of the elbow right here. Very difficult for them to get that hand out. Now, I'm going to adjust my legs. Both my legs should be pointing away from his head right here. And then what I want to do is I want to start moving with him. I'm going to move with him until he is right here in this position. Once he's there, I'm going to hook onto him right here. And my goal now is to get the knee that's wrapped around his shoulder next to his head right here. As I keep this arm pushed in toward his hip or toward my hip right here, right? So I'm right here. All I'm going to do is raise my hip up. So I need that base right here so I can lift hip. And I'm kind of pushing myself diagonally across the shoulder. Goal would be get here with the knee while his arm is still wrapped in there. Most people will tap before you get there. Not everybody. So again, finding this right here. I'm going to step. I'm initiating my angle. I'm going to come around. I'm going to quickly lock this in right here. Now, I need to work myself up. Then, I'll position right here. Now, I can move. So all I'm doing is moving in a circle. Keep this arm in here, and I move in a circle in order to get him off base. I want him off his hips. As long as he's on his hips, as long as he's on his knees, he is strong with his defense right here. If he's flat, should be the end right here, right? Keep this in. I keep this nice and tucked. I may grab for that arm going across the body right here, base, so I can raise my hip right here. And then we'll look at another outcome that is a possibility too. Sometimes, when you get really good at this, when you come in here, you can kick this leg up, kick this leg down hard enough that it collapses him, or at least almost. If he's not collapsed, I'm going to fix. Boom. Now we're good. I want him like this, right here, right? Base. You want to have mobility right here. I want to be able to push yourself over. Trying to put this knee down or my head over there on the ground. Either one. Time. So we're going, stuffing this arm, starting to bend it right here. I'm going to bring this over, latch it in. I'm going to switch. It could also work right here. Did the same thing, but I stayed low. Then I'll sit up. That may even be easier. Right here. I'll grab that other hand if I can, or the shoulder, and I'm going in for the finish. On 3. 1, 2. Okay.
Like I'm just like trying to. What do you do?
So, this is kind of a hard position to show it from, because probably would not set it up like this from a guard. But basically what I want is this and this, right? So now I'm getting pressure here, I can, if I raise that leg up, see how that starts bending him down right here, right? And then yes, so here I need to isolate this out as quick as possible. They're going to try to stop that right there, right? So that one is going to be hard to fight, exactly, right? So this could happen right here, boom. Going back to possibly triangle, right? So it should be very dangerous for him to go anywhere except spin me all the way to the other side. We'll look at that later. So you have to really break him down and get that initial movement going with that leg right here, right? Kind of pressure, switch, come out, boom, come up. What?
To the thigh. Come over the hip.
Yeah.
And then like
Show
this.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. There's even a better one. Grab my other pant, like at the very bottom. Yes, exactly. Right. Exactly.
I feel like this is how you showed it to me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna come up.
I like that too. If you're long enough to get in there, that's good. Couple things to make this even better. Before we wrestle, we can just play with this couple adjustments.
Are you gonna show again how to knock the guy over, like?
Yes, and I'm going to talk about that. I gave you guys some faulty or lacking information on this right here, especially the breaking down part. So first of all, I'm using my leg to manipulate right here. Right, some people had issues with the other arm. I had a couple of people that had a hard time getting their leg out.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So the step and the bend right here should buy you a way out. Right. Now we're going to switch this up a little bit. I still want to switch my grips right here. I'm going to bring this leg on this side of his head, but rather than reaching high right now, I'm going to grab his pants. And then we'll do the circle thing again. It's going to be easier this way, right? So here, I'm going to start moving away as I stretch that one out right here. That should help you collapse him right here, right? Then I'll sit up right here. Now I can adjust my legs. If I need to, I can do all that work right here. So everything we just did, except better, right here. So we're looking close guard, stepping this one in. So I can initiate some pressure. It's also partially cheated out at this point right here. I'm going to go here, latch. I'm not sitting up. I'm grabbing the pants. I'm pushing his leg this way as I move myself the other way toward his hip right here. As soon as he's flat, I'm sitting up right here. I want to go, my head should touch the ground over there, right? If you have a hard time keeping that arm in, he's trying to keep that arm, pull that arm out, I can leave this right here. It should be very difficult for him to bring this out. Play with that for one more minute. On 3, 1, 2. All right. Okay, y'all. Awesome work. Y'all did great. I think the instruction was lacking a little bit. Y'all did really good. Let's wrestle 2 rounds, and then we're going to move into advanced class. Marshall is sick, so I'm going to run advanced class tonight. Grab a partner. We're going to knock out 2 5-minute rounds. 2 rounds, 5 minutes. Timer is on. Let's go.
Here, actually, just watch this.
So, I mean, not to say that you don't play well, but it's sort of an offense you can back and forth.
You're doing a good job of getting me up, but I'm still breathing. You really want to get me up and then come down. Because when I'm like this, I've got no overswing. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much so then you're set first. So the whole thing is just hold.
Anytime you feel your over your hips like this, it's almost always bad. So you're more sweepable and you're extended. So I really try to stay tight anchor. Like I'll play top. We're going, we just live roll. I'll show you. Good. Great. See how I'm moving right now. I am not. Everything I do to regain my balance. I don't want to be here. I want to be here. Right? I'm passing. I want to be. Oh, I don't want to be here. Right? Your shoulders are so flexed, man.
I'm looking at it too, like it was a value by the probably use it, but
It's going to be good words. Yeah, you got to let it down. You're doing very good. Oh, yeah. Well, that makes more sense.
Take it away.
You're telling me you weren't going to go for the calf flexor? Stupid. What are you going to do with calf flexor? Just sit up. That's what you got.
All right, get out of here. Go work for somebody else.
Jump.
Think of your exertion. Trying to be firm, but not use a lot of strength. So the way I would describe that would be like, I'm coming here, or I'm coming here, and go like this. You still can walk. Think of it like that. Firm, let's keep going. So don't rush in anything. Be calm, powerful when you need to, and then be good. Deep breath through your nose.
You ain't got nothing. You don't even know how the choke works. Can't finish. He doesn't know what to do. See? See? I told you. Told you.
Run the tape. Run the tape, brother.
Grab some wall. We watched 5 minutes of bad technique.
Stay for advanced. Come back on the wall.
Run the tape, brother.